Good morning and happy Sunday, everybody. You know what? I just realized this is actually my first time making NFL picks on a Sunday in my apartment this year. Oh, can't see my chain. Here we go. So, as if I needed more of a reminder that summer was over. Okay, so let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness. My low, honestly, after going out for dinner, I really wasn't feeling that great mentally. I mean, physically I felt fine. It just, I honestly wanted to go and stay in, maybe get myself some ice cream, just kick back and relax. I mean, if you saw my live vlog last night on Facebook, you would know that I really was feeling kind of tired. But thankfully, I slept in. Unfortunately, a little too much because there's somewhere because I wanted to go because I'm planning on going to Grist Iron Company's Pumpkin Fest for a little bit today. And I definitely need to be leaving in about the next half hour or so. So, I guess my low is, I'm kind of on a timer here. I don't think it's going to take that long for me to get this uploaded and then head out. But there is one other errand I need to run on the way up there. Nothing major, just I need a new car charger for my phone. Honestly, it's getting a little tedious for me to bring it, to lug my Unfortunately, I need an update on several things, including a computer. So, yeah, I need a new car charger for literally my camera phone. So I'm probably going to go get that. Thankfully, there's literally not one but two dollar stores within walking distance of where I live. Of course, since I'm going to be in a hurry, I got to drive, and therefore I'm going to drive straight up there to Grist Iron. And then there's another place I'm going to, but I'll get to that later. My high was I finally got to go to Rekt last night. Rekt is actually a new brewing company and tap house that opened up in Horseheads not that long ago. And it about skyrocketed in popularity within a week or so. It was unbelievable. I actually did go there once for a meeting involving volunteering at this golf tournament that I went to. Freedom! No, I'm kidding. But I was going to go to church immediately after that meeting, so I didn't really order anything to eat or anything. So last night was my first legit time having dinner there, and it was great. They actually had because here's what the plan was. Because normally on a Saturday night, my parents watch my nephews, and because of the marathon, Sorge's was completely booked up. So they were going to go to Red Robin and Horseheads for dinner. And I would meet them at Red Robin. I went to church at St. Mary Mother. And I just meet them there. Turns out, for starters, my nephews weren't going to be coming until later. So it was just going to be my parents and I. And we thought about going to Giuseppe's, which we've been to before. I talked about Giuseppe's. Giuseppe's is a really great place. Giuseppe's is a 30 to 45 minute wait. I'm guessing, like Sorge's, that's because of the marathon today, and therefore, people want to get their pasta in, carbo load. Yes, the very same marathon that I ran 4 times. That's what a lot of people are doing. I have no interest in doing that again. But, listen, I ran the Wine Glass Marathon 4 times. Just the fact that I was able to say I did it once proves a lot of haters wrong. So, yeah. I'll just leave it at that. Don't want to sound braggy. I have some NFL picks to make. So, I finally tried Rekt for the first time, and it was great. I had this one, a panini called the Piggyback, which is pulled pork, bacon, and ham with a choice of cheese that went with cheddar, and Carolina Gold barbecue sauce on it. Oh, that was so good. Came with some chips, and I sampled a couple of their drafts, specifically this one maple stout. I've been meaning to try and get into stouts. So, to be honest, I'm trying to expand my palate to more than just what I like. Like, stouts and, browse or ales. Because for those of you who don't know, cider is definitely my draft of choice. I like how light, crisp, and sweet they usually are. And they actually had a pumpkin cider, which, I mean, forget the fact I'm a cider guy. My inner white girl was most pleased. Yes, I have to refer to my inner white girl who loves pumpkin spice, because everyone has an inner white girl, you know. It's true. And the more you deny it, the more it's true. Okay, so I did that, and what was my act of kindness? You know what? It's actually funny because my parents went to the game with me on Friday, and my mom saw the cowbell, and she wanted to take the cowbell for my sister-in-law running the marathon today. Problem is, my mom didn't show up just because everything got so frantic and everything was so busy. She didn't come up. It was my dad and I that went to Rekt last night, by the way. So long story short, I tried to do something good and it didn't work. But I tried. Sorry about that. Okay, enough about all that. Yesterday was a great day. Honestly, for my first time being back here on a Saturday with, a day off, it was nice. It's what I kind of needed, Although, because I only get like a couple days a month where I can sort of have that luxury. And I really do want to make the most of it. And thankfully, I think I know how to do better next time. But all that aside, I have some NFL picks to make, so let's make them. Now, I was 0-1 going into today because the Falcons beat the Buccaneers. So hopefully I'll do better here. Let's see. The Jets versus the Vikings. I think the Vikings are going to keep up their winning streak. Pick the Vikings. Panthers versus the Bears. I think the Bears are going to bounce back today. Browns versus Commanders. The Commanders are playing pretty good right now. I'll pick the Commanders. Dolphins and Patriots. Dolphins and Patriots. You know what? I think I'll go with the Dolphins. I mean, if we were in the middle of winter and the Dolphins were going to Foxborough, I would definitely be leaning more towards the Patriots. But I think the Dolphins are going to bounce back from their last couple of games. Colts and the Jaguars. I will say this. Listen, it's no secret. I really do feel like the Colts are the most insignificant, secretly good team in the NFL. If I were to word it like that. Like, there have been times I never expected the Colts to do anything. And they surprised me, of course. Division rival, the Jaguars are at home. I'll be with the Jaguars. Bills versus Texans. Come on, man. Of course I'm going with the Bills. Go Bills. Ravens and the Bengals. Both teams are really not looking so hot this year. I mean, the Ravens only just barely beat my Cowboys. Like, they had them dead to rights, and then they kind of fell apart, and they just barely got out with a win. Meanwhile, the Bengals, man, this is tough. You know what? I think the Ravens wanted to prove, the Ravens just beat the Bills. You know, I'll go with the Ravens. Why not? Raiders versus the Broncos. You know, I'm going to give it to the Raiders. Cardinals and the 49ers. Oh, that's easy. 49ers, no question. Giants versus Seahawks. Seahawks. Packers versus the Rams. Ooh. I'll go with the Rams. And then tonight's game, which is my Dallas Cowboys versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Come on, man. As if I need any other reason to say this. Go Cowboys. Okay, so I've got my picks today are the Minnesota Vikings over the New York Jets, Chicago Bears over the Carolina Panthers, Washington Commanders over the Cleveland Browns, Miami Dolphins versus the New England Patriots, Jacksonville Jaguars over the Indianapolis Colts, the Buffalo Bills over the Houston Texans, Baltimore Ravens over the Cincinnati Bengals, the Las Vegas Raiders over the Denver Broncos, San Francisco 49ers over the Arizona Cardinals, Seattle Seahawks over the New York Giants, Los Angeles Rams over the Green Bay Packers, and of course, my Dallas Cowboys over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, dude. Show you guys what I got here. Actually, do like Kilroy's here. It's like, I'm trying to work on getting better thumbnails. Okay. If you couldn't tell, you need to pause this so you can write down my picks. Sorry if my handwriting's a little sloppy. I was actually holding the note thing like a freehand on my lap, so if the handwriting looks a little sloppy, my apologies. Okay. So I actually have a rather busy day ahead of me because I'm going to Pumpkin Fest, and it's funny I mentioned the Bills because there's a place I'm going to try and get to today that is actually a very special place, especially if you're a Buffalo Bills fan. So, actually, I don't know if I want to give away too much because big thing. It's week 5, actually. So, yeah, week 5, so it would be 65th. So, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, because a few teams have buys this week, don't they? All right. Okay. Right. I keep thinking, unfortunately, thanks to the whole fact that everybody has a bye week every now and again, it definitely throws a few things off. I'm like, wait, why is this number not what it normally is? I'm like, oh, right. Some teams have buys this week. You know, that's actually, I mean, I get why teams need a bye week to, to rest up, recharge a little bit, give themselves a means to prepare for what's to come later. But I will admit, and this is why I don't think I would have made for the greatest of players in the NFL, if I took a look at my schedule and I saw our bye week was early, I really would not like that. Like, I would rather tough it out till later in the season, like say week, at least no less than halfway through the season. And then I would be like, okay, you know what? Week 12, week 13, let's have our bye week then. At least that's what I would like to do. honestly, but, you know, yeah, you gotta roll with the punches and stuff. And I don't know. Maybe in the beginning, but if I was like a more seasoned veteran, like, okay, you know what, just trust the process, do that. Yeah, sorry to be ranting on. Yeah, it was weird. Like, this is my first time being here on a Saturday night, not at the lake. And, I mean, without going to the sweats, I can't really think of, you know what, there is plenty of stuff to do. And I did try going to a couple places like Picks or Illegal, but I mean, I didn't really see many people there that I knew. And also, I don't know, I guess I am missing the lake a little bit. But thankfully, I don't think I gotta wait too long. I mean, I'm going to Grist Iron. I'm going to be looking at Seneca Lake. Seneca Lake is a beautiful place. So definitely looking forward to that. And, yeah. Got my picks done. I'm glad I finally went to Rekt last night. It was awesome. And, now I think I'm ready to go to Pumpkin Fest. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, YouTube channel on social media. As always, I'm here helping this video for you guys watching Joe for Name. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Remember, if you want to talk to me, video, let me back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.